So this is mild-mannered me in my everyday habitat. And yes, I have a cool dog. But, like every nerd does, I want to go on an adventure too. So let's go! Welcome to the world of Habitica. What, not the adventure you were expecting? But look, there's little me. Looking more like an adventure, right? Habitica allows you to customize your character in a variety of pixelated ways, including the gear that your character wields. What you're probably wondering is, how does one become a level 13 rogue that rides a dragon and has a pet lion? Well, here's how. Habitica utilizes self-determination theory to keep its gamers motivated throughout the process. It gives you autonomy by allowing you to customize your task to fit your needs. After some playtime, it also allows you to choose your class, which can give you abilities to help you in the future. It increases competency by providing a progress bar to show how many more experience points are needed to level up. However, I feel this game falls short in the aspect of relatedness. Sure, you can visit Daniel at the tavern and enter the server chat, but working with strangers on the internet? I don't think so. This leaves you quite limited when trying to complete your quests, especially if you need to defeat the feral dust bunnies. A fellow student and I make up the Achieving Animals party, and we're currently collecting lunar shards for some reason. This lack of relatedness makes it very hard to make social comparisons. Wait, she's level 14? Excuse me while I go fix that. This brings me to my next point, which is the intuitiveness of the game. Habitica doesn't have a little fairy telling you to listen every 5 seconds, and in fact, it has little to no tutorials at all. While this game style allows players to use their curiosity to progress, the developers might have taken too large of a step away. There are a few features and functions of the game that are not very intuitive, and this leaves the player missing out on many key aspects. For example, many players might not think to equip both a mount and a pet at the same time, and this leaves them a little lonely. There's also the problem of casting spooky sparkles on yourself, realizing you are now a ghost, and having to pay coin to turn yourself back into a real human. Now let's go back to those shiny progress bars up at the top of the screen. We talked about the experience, but there's also the daunting health bar, and that is also how Habitica keeps you motivated to play. Thanks to the concept of loss aversion, we humans hate when things are taken away from us, and that's exactly what happens when your health bar hits 0. All of that hard-earned coin and equipment gets taken away.
Amassing all these items takes time, and especially when you're down to 54 coins, this all means a lot more than it does at the beginning of the game. However, this brings up a point that Habitica doesn't necessarily take a lot of time to talk about. Cheating. Right about now is when dramatic music would be playing in the background of any action movie. There is nothing stopping a player from making a mundane task such as breathing and hitting it multiple times a day, or simply checking off their dailies even if they didn't complete them. Even though Habitica is not a high-stakes game, the entire point of the game, to create new habits and motivate yourself to achieve your goals, is defeated when players simply press the button. This brings us to the underlying theme of the game, which is operant conditioning. When a player completes a task, they are rewarded with a ding, their stat point increase, and, at a variable ratio, an item that they are rewarded. Throughout the game, egg drops become less frequent, therefore making players complete more tasks before gaining another egg. Although Habitica displays a few problems in its system and design, I feel as though it is fairly effective in what its original goal is intended, to create new habits. So the next adventure you see might be your own. Thank you.